What's good YouTube, it's Adam from I'm a Music Mogul and welcome to another remake video. Today we'll be making Travis Scott's track Highest in the Room, so let's get straight to it. But before we do that, let's get to today's sponsor. This video is sponsored by Royalty Mine. Use the link below and get Royalty Mine Superstar status for free for life. Royalty Mine is a crowdfunding platform for both artists and fans. Artists can seek funding for their next project, while fans can pledge their support and potentially earn millions if their record blows up. The money invested supports the artist's project, while the supporter collects royalties on that project. Royalty Mine handles the entire royalty collection and distribution process, so you don't have to worry about anything. Use the link in the description box below this video and get upgraded to a Royalty Mine Superstar account for life. Normally this costs $10 per month, but with the link below, you get the upgrade for free for life. Take control of your music at royaltymine.com. So to start off, we're going to go ahead and set the tempo to this track to 153 beats per minute. And we're going to bring in a channel strip preset here for the first sort of spooky pad sound that you hear at the beginning of the record. It is a preset from the Mogul preset pack. I'll place a link in the description box below this video. And it is called the Metro Boomin Synth. Let's go ahead and draw in that pattern and then manipulate the sound once we finish the pattern. So let's go ahead and do that now. All right, let's go and open up Logic's ES2. And the first thing we're gonna do is go ahead and turn on unison to get it more of like a fatter, and it kind of gives that spooky vibe. I'm gonna turn down the cutoff a little bit there. I'm gonna pull up the resonance. And next we're going to go ahead and pull up the attack because we want this to be like a swell and not a pluck sound. So let's go ahead and pull that up. And I'm going to pull down the release a little bit as well. Let's pull up the sustain. All right, next what we're going to do is we're going to open up this EQ over here, and we're going to go ahead and filter a little bit more of the highs. Pull it back to maybe like a 450. I'm going to cut some of the lows as well. All right, so that sounds good just like that. And I'm just going to open up the reverb. I'm just going to make this a little bit more wet here. And I'm going to go ahead and just maybe duplicate this over 2 octaves. Maybe pull a little bit of the highs a little bit more. All right, next let's go ahead and create a new software instrument track. And we're gonna go ahead and draw in that guitar pattern. But first let's go over to Logic's browser, go over to guitar, and we're gonna go to steel string acoustic. And we're gonna play around with the settings after, but let's just go ahead and draw in the pattern. We're just going to go ahead and duplicate that pattern over the 4 bars. Go make that a little bit louder. All right, now we're going to go ahead and just start applying some effects to it so we get it sounding like more like the one in the track itself. So the first thing that we're going to do over here at the top of the track stem, or sorry, at the channel strip, we're going to go ahead and go to amps and pedals, and we're going to go to pedal board. And we're going to go ahead and bring in a preset here. It can be found under complete pedal boards. And we're going to be using the Cool Jazz preset. It's going to sound something like this. All right, we're going to go ahead and open up the channel EQ. We're just going to take out some of the lows. Let's take out some of the highs as well. Actually, not much highs. We'll leave it like that. That's fine. Let's go ahead and close up this channel EQ. Next, after the EQ, we're going to go ahead and bring in a chorus. We're going to go to modulation chorus. And we're going to bring in a preset here. We're going to use the pad enhancer preset. All right, then after this, we're going to go ahead and bring in a plugin. This is a third-party plugin. It's by Cable Guys, and we're just going to half time this sound. It's going to sound like this. And then we're going to add in another EQ at the end here just to take a little bit more of the top end out. It's going to be a slight top end cut here. Just a slight bit. All right, next let's go ahead and create a new software instrument track, and let's draw in the bass pattern here at the for the first 4 bars. And then we're just going to go ahead and adjust this sound a little bit just to make it a little bit different from the original one minus the halftime. So we're just going to go ahead and over here after the EQ, we're going to bring in a little bit of overdrive to bring out the tone of the guitar. Not too much. Just makes it a little bit brighter. And we're just going to go ahead and add in a reverb, or sorry, another reverb here to just to give it a little bit more spaciness. All right, then we're going to go and create a new software instrument track, and we're going to bring in Logic's EXS24 sampler instrument, make it nice and loud as we like to do, and we'll try mono for the future 808, and let's go ahead and bring in the highest in the room drum kit, and let's go ahead and draw in our first sound, and start off easy. We'll start off with the clap. Just gonna put that on the 3s. All right, next we're going to duplicate this track, and let's go ahead and draw in our hi-hats. So I'm just going to put in the stutters first here. We're going to change over to our brush tool and go to a 30-second note hit. And right here, it's going to go quick stutter. There'll be another one over here. Then it's going to be another one right over here. Another one over here. Another one right over here. Oh, maybe it's over here. Now let's go put in the other hi-hats here. Just the one hits. All right, so that sounds good like that. Next, let's duplicate this track, and let's go ahead and draw in our open hats. All right, next, let's go duplicate this track, and let's go ahead and draw in our percussions. There are 3 different percussions in this track. Draw on the first one here. I think it was right over here and here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate this track once again. Let's draw in the second percussion. All right, next let's go ahead and draw in the third percussion. Happens right over here, right there. All right, next let's go ahead and duplicate this track, and let's go ahead and draw in the 808 pattern. Make this louder. Let's go ahead and duplicate this over. Let's go ahead and push this down. let's go ahead and duplicate this pattern over. And then we're going to go ahead and go to the next 8 bars. And we're going to go ahead and just duplicate this over. And the hi-hats do change up here. So let's go ahead and just duplicate the hi-hats just so we visually see the difference here. And we're going to pull down this one here. And we're just going to go ahead and add in 8th note hi-hats on top of what we already put in. Just going to go ahead and draw that in. Let's do something like this. And we get something like this. All right, let's go ahead and duplicate that over. Then we're going to go ahead down here, create a new software instrument track, or duplicate that drum track. And we're going to go ahead and draw in the snare sound. It's just going to layer up the clap. Oh, that's a little loud. Let's bring that down. All right, next is going to duplicate this track, and let's go ahead and draw in our kick pattern. Maybe make this a little louder. It goes back into this pattern over here. I'm going to duplicate that over. And then we're going to go ahead and take this pattern over here. We're going to duplicate it over 16 bars. Then we're going to take this guitar pattern and bring it into here. But we're going to go ahead and duplicate this track once again because the volume is lower. It's just easier to create another track of it. And we're going to lower the volume. And then we're going to come back into this pattern right over here. So that's pretty much the remake right there. You can go ahead and arrange it for yourself fully if you like to, but sit back, relax, and enjoy. Listen to the remake we just put together. Travis Scott's track, Highest in the Room. Let's go. So that right there is Travis Scott's Highest in the Room. For you Logic users out there, I'm going to go ahead and save this entire session for you guys, place it as a downloadable link in the description box below this video. For you non-Logic users out there, got your back as well. We're going to go ahead and export all the MIDI, audio stems, and of course include the drum kit that we used in this tutorial. You can find that playback in the description box below this video. If you do have any questions on this or just want to chat, let's go ahead and talk in the comment section below. Thank you to Royalty Mind for sponsoring this video. That's it for me, guys. If you did like this video, remember thumbs up, share it. And as usual, if you did like this video, remember hit that subscribe button for more good videos like this one. I'll talk to y'all soon. Later. Peace.